Aquarius, happy birthday and happy February. Looking really good for you guys. These two cards popped out. So anything that you're considering building on, anything that you're considering creating, go for it. You have everything that you need, okay? If you had an inspired idea, go for it. Build yourself up and ask for help 100% because people want to help you. People are like, Aquarius, let's do this. You know, the new moon that just passed was in Aquarius. So if you had a lot of new ideas come in, out of nowhere especially, go for it. Write them down and try and find a way that you can implement them because this is a huge, huge month for you guys. This is not only, your birthday month, but it's also an excellent time to be creating. An excellent time. February in general, this February 2017 in general is going to be very positive, very creative. I don't know if you guys felt the energy shift, but as soon as yesterday hit, I just was like, ah. Like I finally was able to just kind of get more positive, get back into the swing of things. You know, the holiday season is over. January is over. January did feel more of a lower vibe for sure. It was more of a focus on, relationships and partnerships. But this is all about creating this month. So I'm going to get started. Situation for February. It's going to be a change. It's going to be a drastic change. And that change has to come from an internal place, okay? That change has to come absolutely from inside. In order to make that creative project work and implemented and grow and fly off the ground, you're gonna have to make a change. Like I'm really sorry to say it because Aquarius is a fixed sign, so changes aren't the easiest thing to do, but I'm telling you, you have so much support and the universe is urging you to make a change and to get that idea off the ground, okay? Obstacle and an aid. There's going to come a lot of options come flying at you. A lot of people are going to say, what a great idea. This is what you should do. This is what blah, blah, blah. You're your own authority. You know what you need to do in order to get this idea working well and off the ground, like I said, and pretty much out there. Ask the universe. You don't need to be asking people for approval, for advice. Ask the universe and your spirit guides would be 100% happy to answer. You know, it was Jack Canfield, the author of Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul. He wanted to make $100,000 by the end of the year, and he had no idea how to. So one day he's in the shower and he asked his spirit guides, "How can I make $100,000 by the end of the year and just sell?" He had a book idea that he had already written up. Sell it for $1 each. Sure enough, he sold 100,000 copies of Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul, and the rest is history. So you never know when these inspired ideas are going to come to us. So we owe it to ourselves to make the change, to empower ourselves, and to go for it. The multiple ideas that are coming in, the multiple avenues that the idea can take, yeah, it might be an obstacle because we don't know which one to take, but guess what? Whichever path you take, guess what? It's the right path. You can't go wrong when it comes to this idea. You cannot go wrong. Just make an effort. Just make that first step, please. I'm urging you. Subconsciously, maybe feeling like it's not fair. Maybe feel like it's not spiritual enough. Feeling like it's not balanced enough, that you need to balance it all out before you can implement it. No, that's not true. Just reveal it. Just reveal it to yourself. Write about it. Write it down. Put some power into the thought by turning it into a word, by putting it into a written word that you can say, this is my idea. This is how I'm going to implement it. Oh my God. I'm a moon in Aquarius, so I'm realizing that this is totally my read. Wow. I had an inspired idea not too long ago, and I've been killing myself with how I'm going to even just implement it. But it's really just getting rid of the ego. It's really about kind of throwing yourself out with the bathwater and just realizing that once you get your ego out of the way and you just let it flow and you give yourself that inspired and emotional time to just let it flow through, give yourself that time. Give yourself a day. Give yourself a week. Give yourself however long to just be at one with the present moment. Be at one with Source, with Spirit, with God, with your spirit angels, with whomever you need, or alone to just longhand write out your idea, create a plan, okay? thinking that you feel like something is missing, but you don't know what it is, you know, and you're stubborn about it. You're stubbornly saying something's missing. You're stubbornly like, no, I can't get this done until this. I can't do this until that. You're wrong. Sorry, that is totally egoic, but the truth is that you have more than enough. You have absolutely more than enough. It's just fear that's holding you back at this point. It really is just fear, and it's all in your head. You have everything that you need if you would just open your eyes to it, if you would just focus on it and realize that you can build yourself up. You've already grown enough to implement this wonderful creative idea that you have, okay? Giving a lot or being given too much, that's something that would have been in the immediate past, the present. Feeling like you can't implement this idea or this goal because you don't have enough. It's a prick in your spine. You need someone to give to you before you can put out this idea into the universe. It's another false. It's another egoic understanding. It's an egoic certainty that is not true. You don't need the support of others in order to implement this idea, because it's cool, it's fresh, it's Aquarian, it's just putting it out there. That's all it really takes. Just put it out there. Future card, confusion, okay? Total confusion, because like I said, it's an internal confusion. You don't know what's missing in your life, so you don't know how to implement this new idea. But once you realize that confusion is part of the process, confusion is going to actually advance this idea, you'll be able to appreciate it a lot more. There is beauty in uncertainty, and there is beauty in the broken. So if something didn't work and you just feel really confused, take a breather, take a step back, and recognize that process, that step, that confusion is absolutely what is needed in order to implement this change, okay? So you right now are feeling completely empowered at home, and you really want to bring that empowerment outward, okay? I'm so sorry, I'm fighting a cold. Recognize that, yeah, you've done all the legwork when it comes to the internal aspect of it and empowering yourself at home, like I said, but it's really time to see where that stream is leading. Even though you can't see the blue stream in the future, you can definitely understand that grayness, that haze, that fog will eventually clear up the more you progress. We can't see it all at once because it would be way too overwhelming, way too intimidating. So the universe is only showing us a little bit at a time. But in order to free up more of those inspired ideas, we have to continue with the first inspired thought. And that is in the present moment. It is getting yourself to the here and now, giving yourself that balance and that freedom to just be here now and move forward with it. Family and friends are looking really good. They absolutely want to support you, but they want you to take your time with this, and you don't need to listen to them. If they're the ones supporting this idea or this project and they want you to slow down, maybe it's time to to challenge them. Challenge them in a way where you can show them that you need their support, but you don't need it 100%. Sometimes even it can be fearful, because when our family and friends support us and they start to see that we don't need them anymore, they can get kind of frantic, and they're like, well, they're nurturing and they want to nurture you, and it becomes an over nurturing, and it becomes too much feminine energy and not enough masculine energy, which is all about ambition, which is all about independence. You know, feminine energy is more about cooperation and codependency in a way, but realize that you're completely balanced and you don't need to be tangled in someone else's egoic pressures on you, because if they see that you need them in order to implement your ideas, they have power over you, but you don't need them. You have everything that you need for this idea on your own. You're completely empowered at home. It's really just bringing that out into the world, like I said. Hope and fear, I'm so sorry, I'm sniffling, it's gross. Hope and fear, definitely want to change your frame of mind, definitely want to change your thoughts, feeling really chaotic, feeling like you don't even know what's yours anymore when it comes to your thoughts and your beliefs, feeling like you're completely grounded but on top of a hill. So you're grounded on unsteady ground, if that makes any sense to you. Definitely feeling some pain, some fear, some confusion, you want to shine, you want to show your beautiful, unique, individualistic, and creative side, but you also have a fear that that won't be bright for the people that you care about. It would be too hazy. It would be too against the status quo, like I mentioned earlier before. So you are unique. You are inspired. You are totally creative and forward thinking. And sometimes we feel like we can't put out a new job idea or a new creative idea because it doesn't exist yet. I've been told that the reason why I can't find my dream job is because it hasn't been created yet. It doesn't exist. And a lot of the people coming in now, and a lot of, especially Aquarians, because we're so progressive and forward thinking, a lot of the jobs that we feel like we need to be doing don't exist because we need to create that job for ourselves. Aquarians can absolutely be that independent contractor where it's like, what do you even do? Nobody knows, and that's why I can charge so much. Like, if you've ever seen Hitch. Like, that's really what it comes down to, because you can't bottle an Aquarius's spirit. You can't resell it. You can't wholesale package it. Aquariuses, and I'm saying we because I'm flattering myself, but Aquariuses are so independent and individualistic that to put them in some sort of box of an idea or label them in that career or that title, it completely goes against our nature, okay? I'm sorry. Outcome. Looking really good. Looking really, really good. Go with the idea. I'm urging you guys, if you guys want to talk about it, if you guys want to talk about it with a fellow Moon and Aquarius, I actually resonate more with my Aquarius moon than I do with my Libra Sun, because I feel like if somebody told me that I was just like everybody else, that would be devastating. Like, I buy things from Value Village, from thrift stores, because I know that not everybody's wearing it. I definitely have to be individualized and unique. That's something, and special. That's something that Aquariuses need to be. So once we can recognize that, it's not a bad thing to want to be special, to want to be unique, to not want to be like everybody else. That's an incredible thing. That's how change is made. We need that one person's idea to be like, wow, that's progressive. That's so forward thinking. We're not even there yet. But you're first to come up with that idea, it'll be recognized. So appreciate that, okay? It doesn't have to be a bad thing to make these changes and to be confused. Okay, I'm done. It is lunchtime. I hope you guys have an amazing February. Love talking with you, Aquariuses. I feel right at home when it comes to Aquarius. I feel like I can talk to you guys for days. I can't wait to hear about your ideas. Please comment or send me a message. Send me a message on Facebook, wherever you want to message me. Let's talk. I want to talk to the Aquariuses because I have some ideas I want to bounce off you guys. I want to hear your guys' ideas. Maybe we can come to form some sort of plan, how to get it out there. Love you guys, and I look forward to speaking with you guys. Have an amazing February, and thank you so much for the support. I am so deeply honored to read for you guys. This has been such a blessing. I look forward to the beginning of the month more than I ever have in my entire life. So thank you for giving me this platform to speak to you guys, and thank you for listening and for being so receptive. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have an amazing February, and I'll talk to you in March. Bye, guys.